So what are you doing, sugar?
So Marquita stopped by and I said, would you like a little snap peas? So we're gonna harvest these snap peas. It's the first time we've harvested them since, and I believe if you watched earlier this season, I think it was in June 3rd, around June 3rd or 4th, we had a seed planting party because of all the stuff we were going through this year, and I basically handed everybody some seeds and said, just throw them in. And Marquita planted my snap peas. So I said, come on over, let's harvest these snap peas. Thank you for helping me plant this year. It was greatly appreciated. So I'm sharing her hard work that she did.
Sweet, thank you so much. It was a lot of fun.
So as you all know, we had compartment syndrome at the beginning of the year, had that surgery, and then I just had stones, and it was like the urologist was like, well, you know, a couple people will have pain past once we take the stent out. They'll continue to have pain for, you know, a few weeks, and I definitely am one of those. So my kidneys are still kind of not acting normal, or at least one of them is. So anyways, this video is, we're just going to do some work out in the garden, and with all the surgery and stuff, we have just fallen behind on the on all the chores that we need to get done. So some of the big things that we got to get done is we have to get a trailer for the new boat brought over to the island. We've been on the hunt looking for a trailer in town. We haven't been successful so far, so I think we're just going to bite the bullet and bring the trailer that it's on right now out here, and that way if we need to do anything next year without a trailer, maybe we'll just float it back over next, you know, in the spring or summertime, and get a service done on it and whatever else. But yeah, we're looking for a 2-axle trailer, roughly about 70 inches in diameter on the frame. We've got to split a couple cords of firewood for, you know, we didn't have to burn as much because we stayed, the tail end of winter, we stayed in town because of the surgery. So, but we still need about 2 to 3 cords of firewood we need to split. Got to get the mill put together. Me and my son started putting the mill together, but we just didn't. You know, we went on our trip, and then we were just having a good time, so we didn't get that. And then we need to clear another section for our small trailer to pull the little skiff out. Hey, you need to calm down, little dog. We got to do. Did you all right?
I thought the dirt flung over to hit you, and I was pulling a weed.
I think the Jeep, I think the starter on the Jeep has gave out, so we got to replace that to get the Jeep going. And then next week I have to go to town and pick up some new tires for the 4-wheeler. So, oh goodness, we've got a lot of small little projects we got to get done in a short amount of time. We've only got about 2 more months before snow starts falling, and winter will be here. So we got to finish the garden, then get the garden packed away, and just basically start getting ready for winter.
So as we said before, the garden is a little rough looking this year. We just basically threw our seeds in and said whatever's going to grow is going to grow. We haven't really been tending to the garden at all this year. So the garden did produce, but it is all the beds are full of weeds that didn't get pulled. As you know, if you are a garden enthusiast, you actually know how much you have to put into having a garden, and it's not just watering. So we will look at our beds and how rough they are this year, but Brian told me not to worry. Next year is a new year. So,
next year is a new year, and hopefully we will be emergency room free next year. That's what we're praying for.
This is our garden bean bed. We have some in here that did grow, so I'm going to harvest these and get these in the house, get them stored away for this winter. In our bed, it was really cute. Last year I planted some little snapdragons to help bring the bees back, and they reseeded themselves, so I was really happy about that. So looks like I'll have some snapdragons in the garden. So this is our Brussels sprout bed, and you know, we've had an extra rainy and extra cold summer. You know, they're not, don't know if they're going to produce before the winter time comes. If they're not, I'll just pull them, and they'll be good chicken food. On this side of the bed, I threw some broccoli seeds in there. So I'm hoping that maybe I'll have a couple small pieces of broccoli. You know, like, once again, it's so cold this summer. I think we're at like 50 degrees. Our nights are already cold. So it might not produce, but once again, good chicken food. This bed was our spinach bed. Unfortunately, it bolted while we were out of town, so I missed the spinach harvest. Now it is just our
dandelion bed.
Dandelion bed over here. Really cute. We have some tiny little celery in this bed. So I need to go through and I need to thin out, but I was just glad it produced something this year. We planted really late, but I'll take what I can get.
Last year we had huge stalks of celery. This year we just got these little tiny babies, but...
Yep. We, last year, we went over to Glacier Gardens and bought starts, and they went into the ground, I think May 3rd. And by the end of the year, it was also hot. The first 2 months were hot, so we just had wonderful weather. This year's been cold and rainy, and we started from seed. I believe June 3rd is when we planted these, so you can just see it's just been a really rough winter for...
Rough summer?
It's been a really rough summer starting from seed this year.
Yeah.
So I decided to plant our potatoes in
a tote?
A nice big black tote this year. And what we were going to do was throw another coat, the bottom of the tote out, and throw it on. It never got done. So
now, hold on. That's because I had to go to the emergency room. And that was about 3 weeks ago. And that's what's grown up in 3 weeks.
So hopefully when I dig through here soon, at the end of the season, I'll have some nice potatoes for you.
And who gave us potatoes?
Mrs. Olmsted.
Janet Olmsted did. They said people steal today. I just read a comment, don't give up on the asparagus.
I'm glad that people keep telling me that. So this
Marquita got 1 asparagus off of it this year.
Yes, I did. Super tasty.
So I'm, as you can see, these have gone to seed. I'm hoping that we get some more. This is the 3rd or 4th year, maybe? I think maybe this is the 3rd year. Not quite sure. It could even be the 4th. But I'm not giving up. I threw in some carrots this year. Some little round carrots. Let's just kind of see if... Oh, cute. Look at here. A little round carrot. So, let's see what they taste like.
It tastes like dirt.
No way. They're sweet as can be. Oh, wow.
Is that what they are? Is round carrots?
Round carrots. Yes.
I never heard of that.
I hadn't either. I saw them and I thought, hey, Marquita, look. I saw them and I said,
Oh my God, look at that.
yeah,
No
take the dirt off and
Carrot nuggets.
buy
Carrot
them.
nuggets.
They're really tasty and really sweet.
Oh, they smell really good too. Oh,
Is that not crazy?
I want some of those next year too.
Yeah, I don't know. And I hope I saved the...
The seed pack?
Yeah, because I know, aren't they so good? Round carrots, folks. They're delicious.
So tender.
So what else did you plant in here?
So when I, just on a whim, I got some strawberries just from Home Depot. And I had a whole bunch of, you know, what do they call them? The shoots.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, you know what? I'm going to cut these and I'm going to go ahead and just stick a couple So I did. I was thinking, we'll see what happens.
Strawberries.
So strawberries are supposed to grow really good with asparagus.
Oh yeah, look at that. They're taking hold. Good.
So I'm hoping that we'll have some nice strawberries in here next year.
So what do you got here?
This is our zucchini bed, and I've already clipped a lot of zucchinis already.
So the zucchinis came in, and they're still coming in.
Yes. So, but once again, oh, here's a nice one over here. They're growing. Yep. Unfortunately, I think we've had so much rain that we're getting some end rot, unfortunately. But we have gotten some this year. As you can see, our radish bed, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but when we needed to pull them out, we were not here. So they went to seed, and they are pretty darn hard now. They're not tender. I definitely missed this harvesting of our radishes.
The window escaped us.
Came and went, yes. So there was a couple of people on the island who I said, look, we have some radishes already, come and get some. So we had a couple of people come and pull some radishes, and they said they were delicious. Here is our cabbage bed. As you can tell, it has not been thinned out yet. So we need to thin these out, and hopefully some of these will maybe go to a head before winter time comes. I don't know, we just planted so late and it's been so cold, so rainy.
More like a cabbage patch to me.
That is exactly what this is. This is a cabbage.
Is it a cabbage patch?
Cabbage patch.
Cabbage patch with no heads.
Cabbage patch with no head.
Here is our broccoli bed. And look how tiny these little heads are. It is just, here's one over here.
Is that just because it's cold?
It's just cold. Look at, we got one down here.
It's been a cold summer.
It has. I've just been, as I'm out in the garden, I kind of snack them off, and
Just
kinda-
eat 'em.
while I'm out in the garden doing my business, I stop by here and just snap off the little broccolis and eat them as I'm in the garden. This is actually seeds from Megan Arnold's garden in Oregon. These were butternut squash, but as you can tell, definitely not going to be hot enough. They haven't even flowered. So, oh, here's a couple flowers. So am I going to be able to get something to grow? I'm not sure.
Probably not.
This is the double hoop bed, so I'm hoping we can, if it gets too cold, September time frame, I think I'm going to try to attempt to put the bed back together and see if we can get some heat so we can get some to grow. I'll probably have to get a paintbrush and do the pollination myself, but I'm not going to give up on this bed yet until I have to. Welcome to the jungle, baby. This greenhouse this year is just a hot mess. Oh my goodness. Tomatoes haven't been watered. You can tell by the yellow
But
leaves.
you've got tomatoes.
We do have some tomatoes, poor guys. They were neglected with water all summer. Janet Olmsted came by many times as she could to come water for us. In the back here, we have some.
Oh, wow, you do have some.
Yeah, but those got covered up. Oh, that one's ready to go.
Oops, hold on.
I think there's one pepper. That would be our one pepper. Oh goodness gracious. Yeah, it's been really, this has been one of the, Brian tells me not to worry this year. It's been hard walking in and seeing the greenhouse a little rough looking. But next year will go better.
Next year will go better. What's that growing on the side of the tent? That black stuff.
That would be slug poop.
Yep.
Oh. Well, we know the slugs are here.
Here is one little tomato right here.
Is that a big one? Oh, you got some that are kind of turning red.
Where? Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. These poor things. They're so lacking in water.
And you said one little tomato over here?
Yeah.
Oh, you got one.
And there's the one right there.
Look at there.
Yeah. And while I was gone, out of all the lemon cucumber seeds, I only got 2. Goodness gracious, if anything's going to happen before wintertime comes, not sure, but maybe next year it'll sunshine for us.
Yeah. With the power of friendship, nothing is impossible.
That's right.
So, yeah, it's been a rough year. The summer's coming to a close, but there's always next year. I say just don't worry about it. We just got to get some of the chores that we absolutely have to get done knocked out, and then we'll be set up for winter. And then there's always 2024.
Amen to that.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Remember, live free. We'll see you next week.
Bye.